Sinclair, and I'm here with.
Boo, what it do? What's up with you?
What's up, bro? Where you from, bro?
Silver Spring, Maryland. Born and raised. My father's from West Africa. My mother's, she's Irish American.
Right. What part of West Africa?
My father's from Guinea.
Guinea.
Conakry.
Conakry.
Yeah.
For somebody who might not know, where on the map is that?
That's West Africa, right between Senegal and Sierra Leone.
Right. And what do you do?
I'm a rapper. I'm an artist, and I'm an entrepreneur.
Right. How long you been rapping, bro?
I've been rapping since I want to say 2013, but I say seriously since 2015.
So like 8 years.
8 years, yeah.
Were you were writing before that or no?
Nah, I mean, as soon as I started writing, I started rapping.
Yeah.
So it was all part of the same process. I wasn't writing before that. The only thing musically I was doing before rapping was playing the drums, and I was in a band and stuff. But other than that, nah.
What type of band?
I was in concert and symphonic band in high school. I messed around with go-go a little bit.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah.
Did that have any influence in your sound or how you approach music? Is that background?
I would say I'm a little more selective when it comes to production and beats. Like, I really take my time in choosing the type of beats I like to rap on.
Yeah.
I really take like a deep dive into the beat before I actually put anything down on paper. So.
Right.
I think that influenced it. The percussion background, I think that influenced it a lot.
Yeah. Right. Were you going through anything in particular when you started writing? I'm saying, like, and how did that help you? Just the writing aspect.
Yeah. When I started writing music, I was actually on house arrest. In 2013. It was 2012, 2013, and I think my phone had broke. I didn't have cable in the house. I was at my mom's joint. Basically, all the signs was telling me to write your thoughts down. I had a man that was making beats. He would just send me beats just to get, my ear or my opinion on them. And then I really just started writing to him. So on my house arrest, I don't have no type of technology around me but these beats. So I just, dove into them, started writing to them, and, they actually came out pretty good. So.
When you first started writing and recording, how long was that in between?
See, it was a lot of artists in my neighborhood, so there was always access to a studio. I just wasn't, rapping at the time, so I wasn't in the studio. I had nothing to do with the studio. I just, had a man that make beats, and as soon as I started writing, it didn't take me long to get in the studio. I just hit my man Dre. He was like, "Yeah, I'll set up a session." I did my first song. I did it with him. So after I did my first song, I was like, yeah, when we going back?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
and just just went from there.
What was the first song?
First song is a joint called "Hate Me." Nobody has ever heard this song. I don't even know where it is to this day.
Oh yeah.
But but it's just one of them joints where everybody in the neighborhood just get on it. And, we all just figuring it out, trying to find our voice, trying to find our sound.
Right.
And it is one of them tight joints.
Yeah.
I wish I could find that joint, man.
Somebody got it. Dre don't got it?
I don't know if he got it. He might. I gotta ask him.
Yeah.
I gotta ask him.
So, is there any artists, like, in particular that you listen to?
Like, locally or globally? Like,
I mean, just, in general, I'm saying, that may have... Because to me, you make, like, inspirational music. You feel me?
Thank you.
I was listening to Ride today. Listening to that Jones, listening to Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying. So you got Jones that really inspire dudes and give them a perspective and perception, like, outside of the just, like, street shit, but you give them some conscience with it, too.
Yeah.
Is there anybody that you listen to that introduced you to that type of...
Yeah. I would say Nipsey.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to a lot of Nipsey. J. Cole. Fab. I like Fab Soul Tapes. I listen to a lot of those. Listen to a lot of Bob Marley.
Right.
Who else? Pop. Listen to a lot of Pop.
Yeah.
Big, when it comes to lyricism, I took a lot from Big. And a lot of Jigga.
Mm-hmm. That's a strong team right there, bro.
Yeah, I draw inspiration from where I can, from where I can relate to.
Yeah.
So, I keep my mind open to, everything. I listen to a lot of music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so how important is it for you to create that balance in the music? I'm saying where it's just not about, the ill wills of the struggle. You know what I'm saying? But at least being honest about it. You feel me? Because your music is really honest.
Yeah. I like to leave people with a message, Yeah. I like to inspire people to want to do what I'm doing, which is, get up and chase something. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that they want to do, whether it's, sports, trapping, making cakes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do, get out there and do it. And because I enjoy listening to artists that tell me to do that, you know? And I feel like if I ain't have that inspiration, I wouldn't have jumped into music, I would have just, probably did some 9-to-5 shit or, stuck with the college route and stuff like that. But, I feel like it's important to get inspiration, from wherever you can and, jump into whatever it is your passion is. So.
Right. You mentioned college route.
Yeah.
And I got put on with your tape, Educated Crook.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You mentioned education. Like, how important is educating yourself just in general? You know what I'm saying? And how can someone use education to better their hustle from your perspective?
I feel like the educational system ain't for everybody. Mm-hmm. Education is for everybody. Knowledge is for everybody.
Right.
You only going to go as far as what you know. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I feel like it's important to, just be knowledgeable on whatever it is that you want to do. So I went to college. I thugged it out, got through college, graduated from Bowie State University. I got my degree, but I don't use it.
Right.
Because at the same time, I was still in the streets. And, unfortunately, I got some marks on my record and stuff like that. So even though I got a degree, I can rarely get a job, even if I wanted to.
Yeah.
So just having education, having knowledge of, where you want to go and where you want to be, I think it's always important 100%.
Right. Well, I mentioned Educated Crook. Is there any other tapes that you put out?
Yeah, Educated Crook was 2015, and it was radio rap right before that. I did a series called Booby Tuesdays after Educated Crook. Then I came out with 2020. Mm-hmm. Then I came out with Dreams Over Money. And then I dropped a series of singles in 2020. And I'm working on my next one now.
You can share the next one, the name of it? Or?
Yeah, the next one called For Hustlers Only.
Yeah.
And it's in the making. It's a lot of fire on that joint.
It's a lot of fire on that joint? Yeah. What's your favorite tape so far?
My favorite, personally, is either Educated Crook or Dreams Over Money.
Mm-hmm.
But I like all my music, so it's hard to choose a favorite one. But because I was in different mental spaces at each time of the writing process. When I write my music, it's literally based off what I'm going through at the time. You know what I'm saying? So Educated Crook was based off me fighting, like home invasion charges while I'm in school. You know what I'm saying? So it was called Educated Crook, and I drew inspiration from that whole situation and put that tape together well. And then 2020, that came out in 2018, and I was just focusing more on a vision. So 2020 was about the vision, 2020 vision, where I wanted to see myself. So I drew inspiration, from what I was going through at that time. And then Dreams Over Money, that's basically self-explanatory. I was stuck between chasing my dreams or chasing the money, I was stuck between a rock and a hard place, and, it was that battle. That whole tape was about that battle of pursuing your goals or, getting that check, so, and finding a balance between them. So.
Yeah, I think you got a song called, is it called Dreams Over Money?
Yeah, the first one.
And I think you speak about not putting money over your dreams.
Yeah.
Why do you feel like you shouldn't put money over your dreams, but some people chase the dream for the money?
Well, it's easy to get sidetracked. You know, if I'm focusing on the money and putting my dreams on the back burner, I'm not working towards nothing. You know what I'm saying? You working towards money, but that's not gonna give you the fulfillment that your passion will. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you pursue your goals, pursue your passion, get where you need to be, the money's gonna come.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're good at what you do. So, I had to learn that.
Yeah. And for Hustlers Only,
Yeah.
the title.
For Hustlers Only, that's that basically came from how my music started sounding. You know, I had drawn consistencies in the music I was making, and I was like, man, I'm talking a whole bunch of hustle. So for Hustlers Only, cause you know they gonna relate.
Right. Man, I tell people all the time, like, I was born in '89. You feel me? But I feel like this the '80s all over again.
Okay.
I feel like we made a cycle. So I do see a lot of hustlers, you know what I'm saying, that they now sprouted. You feel me? But they may not be educated in how to formulate their hustle correctly for the long term.
Mm-hmm.
How important is that to focus on the hustle long term instead of the short term hustle?
I mean, hustling without a plan is just like pretty much insane. You got to have a plan. You have to know. You have to know your product. You have to know your demographic. You have to know. There's a lot of things you need to know in order for your hustle to be successful. You can't just get out here and sell anything to anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta find your niche, and once you get that down, everything should be unfold the way you want it to. But you got to be knowledgeable.
Right. Sonically and musically, I feel like you found your niche. I'm saying with your sound. How do you keep your integrity with your specific sound and your message? How you keep your integrity intact when if you go, I'm saying, another route, you make reach success a little bit quicker, and that's just my assumption. But
I feel like it's important to stay true to yourself, man, cause it's easy to get lost in the bullshit.
Yeah.
I could easily dumb it down and do things for attention, and personally, that's something that I really don't want to do. So I feel like staying true to myself, it's probably the harder and the longer route, but I feel like it'll be the most fruitful. Once it's time to reach that certain level of success that I want to be at. It's actually hard for me to fake it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just don't sit right with me.
Right.
I like speaking on experiences that I've seen, things that I've done, circumstances I've been in. I like telling stories that I've seen with my own two eyes or been through. So, and for me to fabricate, it's like it's not really in my character. I feel uneasy about it.
Yeah.
So and the whole music to me, like writing, creating, being in the studio, it's all therapeutic. Like it's like a big therapy session for me, just to take what's congested up in here, what's all the traffic up here, and release it onto a page and get it out of there, and then let everything else build up and releasing it. Like, the whole process is therapeutic. It's therapy for me. So like, I actually enjoy this, like making music. So I'd be wrong if of course I like to have fun with it, but I never really step outside myself in order to be where, have that attention that other people that's selling themselves short are doing. You know what I'm saying?
So therapy.
Therapy.
You mentioned music. It's therapy.
Yeah, music is therapy for me.
Yeah. I mean, I believe that. I'm saying, I believe that music could go influence somebody to go drill. I'm saying, or music can influence somebody to think. I'm saying, and use that some intellect.
Yeah.
Is there any songs of yours that you listen to over and over where, I'm saying, if you're in a certain space where you gotta listen to it and be like, yeah, let me get back. I'm saying, that just, what I'm saying, that take you back.
That take me back.
Or bring you up. You feel me?
Songs that I've written.
Yeah, that, what I'm saying, or anybody, any artist or.
Man. I mean, I say it's a song off Radio Rap called "Grinding" that I did. That really take me back to a point in time where I was like super hungry,
Yeah.
like I literally had like nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like I was really rapping to survive type shit. You
Right.
know, but I feel like I got more comfortable as of lately. So it's like I'm not really rapping to survive. I'm still rapping because it's therapy, but you know. I don't think that hunger's dead, but it's not as hungry as I was, So it's certain songs that take me back to a point, in the timeline where, I was really like going 100% grinding hard, So
Right.
yeah,
So even if so you saying like you were hungry back then, but
yeah,
you still kind of maintain your consistency.
for sure.
So how do you maintain your consistency without being like, I'm saying like really being hungry in
Cause
that way?
I love it. I love what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I feel like if I'm not doing it, it's like a drug. Like I get withdrawals and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Right.
If I feel like I haven't been in the studio in a long time or I haven't wrote a song in a long time, like I'll get, frustrated, I'll get irritable, you know what I'm saying? It's like something that I need,
Mm-hmm.
So. And then I always get a reminder, like not a reminder that's like set up. It's like a random, like some divine intervention type shit where, like if I feel like giving up or something, if I feel like, man, I'm not getting paid off this shit. Why do I gotta keep doing this shit? I always get a reminder. Somebody will shoot me a text or somebody will post my music and be like, man, this shit got me through the day. Like,
Yeah.
or, bro, I just listened to Made for this and like, whatever you doing, bro, just keep going, keep going. Like, I always get some type of reminder to keep going. So,
Right.
I don't think I could ever give it up.
Would you even if someone wasn't like creating music, would you um would you suggest somebody to write? Like even if it's a kid, I'm
Yeah.
saying they're going through something. Like why would you suggest a kid to write?
I feel like in the black community specifically, mental health isn't really, a hot topic. And I feel like to combat that or to bring that to light, I feel like writing can lead to, people start working on, their mental health or they mental space. Because it helps me, because we don't like talking to people about, certain things, but when you write it down, it feels good. It's up to you whether you want to record it and share it with the world.
Right.
But when you write it down, it's I feel like it's a form of therapy, like I said earlier. So.
Yeah. Have you ever experienced any type of like writer's block where you just went through a slump where you just couldn't write?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely get writer's block, but what I do is sometimes I just pick up a book and just look at words. If I get
That's it?
yeah, like if I get stuck on a word or stuck on something that just ain't rhyming to me or something that ain't fitting, I'll pick up a book and look at like literally just look at words and draw words from the book and just put like a new flow pattern down or something like that. But that's what I do. Or
It don't matter what type of book.
no matter what type of book.
Do you have a favorite book?
I would say. Do I have a favorite book? I don't think I have a favorite book. I don't think so. It might be that one joint. I forgot the name of that drink, but
Any book that any book that just that has stuck with you. I'm saying it might not be a favorite,
yeah,
but
it is one. But I just can't remember the name of that junk, but
yeah,
it'll come to me.
yeah. But so reading and like reading helps you with writing.
Yeah, I mean just looking at words because you constantly writing words down.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? If I get stuck in a word or stuck like that don't look right, I'll pick up a book or I'll look at something to read, and I'm like, man, look at all these words I could use. You know what I'm saying? And put it down. Just
right.
keep going.
So it's like some self therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause to me, it's all like words and stuff like that. So.
What?
Rapping.
Yeah.
Like writing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It start in your head, get down to the paper, but when I look at it and it looks puzzling, you know what I'm saying? My mind's not really, where it want to be. I'll pick up a book and just look at some new word.
Right. You I know you mentioned that your apostle from West Africa.
West Africa, yeah.
Have you been?
I have. I went for the first time in 2019. I went to the village where my father's from. I went to the city, and I went to the small town that's in between the village and the city.
Did you write about that, or did you write while you was out there?
No, I didn't do any writing out there. I just was soaking up, pretty much everything that was going on. It was like a brand new experience. It was a culture shock. I spoke a little bit about it in a song called Living Legends.
Yeah.
But I plan on speaking a lot more about my experience. Maybe when I get a tape that I could really dive deep in, you know what I'm saying, on self-reflection and stuff like that. So I plan on speaking a lot about it. So.
Right. So you went to your pop's village.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got your village. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna consider Rose, you know what I'm saying, your village.
Mm-hmm.
You see any similarities between y'all respective villages?
I definitely do. I do. Yeah, now that I think about it, I want to say, like, they both kind of, like, trapped. Like, even though the village in Africa, they don't really have, like, a choice.
Yeah.
Over here, people got a choice, but they still in the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? They still there. My first thought when I got to the village in Africa, I was like, how the hell did my father even find America? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
how the fuck did he even find my mother, and have me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, because it's in the middle of nowhere. It's literally like in the middle of nowhere. But in America, it's kind of the same. In Rosemary, it's kind of the same because people are literally will be born there and die there. You know what I'm saying? And whatever's in between, it ain't much. But in Africa, it's like kind of the same way.
Right.
The ones that actually get out is the ones that actually want to go and pursue something. And, I think my father had a relative or maybe a cousin or something of his that introduced him to tailoring and stuff like that. So that's what got him out his village.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, where I'm from, if you don't pick up a trade, pick up a basketball, pick up something, then that's where you're going to be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I would say that's a similarity between the two villages.
Yeah. So it's all mental.
I agree.
So it's all mental and do you remember a moment where you kind of broke through that mental, where you broke through that type of I guess mental shackle? You know what I'm saying, for better like a word.
I just ain't want to be average, man. It's like it wasn't really like an epiphany I had or something. It was just something that I just didn't want to do the regular thing, I didn't want to, work for anybody. I felt like once I jumped off the porch, like once I was able to become independent, I wanted to stay independent. And, I just got hungry from there. And I decided, like, man, I'm not about to be a product of my environment. I'm going to, pursue what I have to pursue. And the only time I come out is if I'm giving back or inspiring somebody. You know what I'm saying?
So if you got somebody in Guinea right now, you got somebody in Rose, you know what I'm saying, what's one thing you would tell them for them to do, you know what I'm saying, that can help them elevate out that situation?
Find your passion. Find your passion. Find what it is that you love, that you dream of doing, That's it. That's really all it takes.
Right. And for yourself, for you like to, stick with your passion and be consistent with it, what do you do to stay in your element when it comes to this, or your hustle, just anything?
Stay in my element. Man, I constantly think about being at the top. I constantly think about being great, like in music, like, and just all aspects of life. I just constantly think about it. It's always on my mind, like just becoming something greater, having more so I can give more, and just, like, I would say, like, bettering my circumstance. Like, I continuously think about that. Like, every day I wake up like, how can I get to the next level? So it's like, I'm always trying to stay focused, like, and I'm always looking for opportunity, you know, any type of opportunity to graduate from where I'm at now.
Yeah. So you consistently affirming that within yourself.
I kind of, yeah, I mean, I speak it in my raps, try to speak it into existence. I try to, you know, create the energy, put it into the universe, and have the universe respond, you know?
Yeah. Reciprocation.
Yeah.
So, man, moving forward, like, what kind of people who've been supporting you expect? You know what I'm saying, upcoming project, things of that nature.
You can expect me to, you know, show a little bit more of myself. I'm, you know, kind of, you know, introverted. You know, I don't really share, you know, details about myself and, you know, my life and stuff like that. You know, sometimes it's conflicting. But look forward to seeing more of my personality, you know. Look forward to seeing more music and, you know, more visuals and, you know, more of me.
All right. Anything else you want to share?
No, I'm good. 4 Hustlers Only, you know. I don't got a date on it, but
4 Hustlers Only?
I'm working on it.
4 Hustlers Only?
4 Hustlers Only, yeah.
All right, bro.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Gang never change on my knees, you know.
Boo. Hey, man, I ain't trying to sell this J for life. I'm trying to get my paper right. Take off with this music in the future, I get paid to write. Mama tried to raise me right, still I lived a crazy life. If I ain't have my nigga G, I had nowhere to stay tonight. Know I need to change my life, take my wrongs and make them right. Losses are the cost of being reckless, I done paid the price. All my niggas taking flights, y'all can keep the gangster life. It only take a matter of seconds for you to waste your life. Shooters on the internet, in person they be ladylike. If you come from where I come from, then you know we was made to fight. Complain about the cards you dealt, need to learn to play them right. And always know the odds are against us before you shake the dice. I ain't a killer, but I'll shoot in defense. Don't let that office know you working, boy, they boosting your rent. A lot of niggas know the game, but they be riding the bench. How you gon' tell me how to make it? You ain't been, but I been. It's boo.
Ride for the gang,